Here are the most recent deaths in the national news, plus people's reactions to those deaths, as seen at Legacy.com the 4th week of June 2021. Actor Frank Bonner died June 16, 2021, of complications of Lewy body dementia at the age of 79. He was best known for playing ad salesman Herb Tarlick on the classic sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati. His character's garish suits and crass antics were hilarious. One mourner on Legacy.com remembered loving Bonner on the show. We fondly recall Herb Tarlick. He was a hoot, especially in his loud plaid suits with the bell-bottom pants that were so popular in the day. I'll bet nothing would make Mr. Bonner happier than for you all to share the gift he left you. Watch his reruns together now and enjoy a few good belly laughs. That would probably be music to his ears. Screenwriter Heidi Ferrer died May 26, 2021, at the age of 50. She died by suicide after battling long-haul COVID-19 for more than a year. She wrote for TV shows including Dawson's Creek and Wasteland, and she wrote movies like The Hottie and the Naughty. Ferrer is also being remembered as an advocate for infantile scoliosis awareness. Actor and comedian John Paragon died April 3, 2021, in Palm Springs, California, at the age of 66. His death was publicly announced in June. He was best known for playing Zombie the Genie on the cult classic children's show Pee-wee's Playhouse. Paragon is also being remembered as a member of the Groundlings improv troupe, an actor in movies and other TV shows, and a writer for Elvira's Movie Macabre. One mourner at Legacy.com wrote, "Mecca lecca hi, Mecca hiney ho forever, our handsome blue friend. Our condolences to John Paragon's loved ones. We did not have juice boxes yet back in the Pee-wee's Playhouse days, but we do now, and we will raise a few to Zombie and to John Paragon in tribute." Daredevil Alex Harvill died June 17, 2021, at Grant County International Airport in Washington. He died in a motorcycle accident at the age of 28. Harvill held a Guinness World Record in motorcycle jumping, and he was practicing to attempt another record at the time of his death. He is being remembered as a fearless stunt performer. Kenneth Kaunda, the founding president of Zambia, died June 17, 2021, in the nation's capital of Lusaka. He died after a short illness at the age of 97. He led the struggle for Zambia's freedom from British rule, and he became the country's first president in 1964. He is being remembered as a beloved hero of Zambian independence. Celebrity chef Mark Peel died June 20th, 2021, in Los Angeles. He died of cancer at the age of 67. He was one of the stars of California cuisine, which he cooked at Campanile, the popular Los Angeles restaurant he founded. Peel is also being remembered for appearances on TV shows like Top Chef Masters, Hell's Kitchen, and Kitchen Nightmares. NFL player Leroy Jones died June 11, 2021, in Castleberry, Florida, at the age of 70. He was a defensive end for the San Diego Chargers in the 1970s and 80s. Their formidable 1980 defensive line was nicknamed the Bruise Brothers. Jones is also being remembered for helping the Chargers win the legendary Epic in Miami playoff game in 1982. Brewer, scientist, and heir to the champion spark plug fortune, George Stranahan, died May 20th, 2021, at a hospital in Denver. He died of a stroke at the age of 89. He was the founder of Flying Dog Brewery, one of the largest craft breweries in the U.S., but he was also a PhD who founded the Aspen Center for Physics. Stranahan is being remembered for his fascinating life, which included a friendship with Hunter S. Thompson. Actress Joanne Linville died June 20th, 2021, in Los Angeles at the age of 93. She was best known for playing a Romulan commander on Star Trek, whose romantic tension with Mr. Spock delighted the show's fans. Linville is also being remembered for roles in shows like The Twilight Zone and Columbo. One mourner on Legacy.com said, "I fall in love with her every time I see her in Star Trek. With Spock, such a romantic, beautiful, classy pair, but it was she who made it great." Hockey player René Robert died June 22, 2021, at a hospital in Port Charlotte, Florida. He died of a heart attack at the age of 72. He was best known for his years with the Buffalo Sabres as a part of the famous 1970s forward line known as the French Connection. Robert is also being remembered for scoring a game-winning overtime goal in Game 3 of the 1975 Stanley Cup. Veteran Merle Smith died June 16, 2021, at the age of 76. He was the first black cadet to graduate from the U.S. Coast Guard Academy in 1966. Smith is also being remembered as the first black commander of a U.S. warship in close quarters combat while he was serving in the Vietnam War. Every week in the United States, flags are lowered to half-staff to honor the lives of Americans whose communities are mourning their loss. Here are the most recent half-staff memorial flag honors. Flags in Ohio have been lowered to honor the memory of Tiltonsville Fire Chief Doug Dugan. Flags in Kansas have been lowered to honor the memory of Staff Sergeant Wesley W. Wes Kuby of Salina. Flags in South Dakota have been lowered to honor the memory of State Senator Elaine McCart. Flags in Kentucky have been lowered to honor the memory of Kentucky National Guard Sergeant First Class Derek Poole. Flags in Maryland have been lowered to honor the memory of former State Senator Barbara A. Hoffman. Flags in Wisconsin have been lowered to honor the memory of former State Representative Ann Raychuk. Flags in Idaho have been lowered to honor the memory of former Idaho Supreme Court Justice Charles F. Chuck McDevitt. Flags in Virginia have been lowered to honor the memory of former U.S. Senator John Warner. Flags in Georgia have been lowered to honor the memory of Holly Springs police officer Joe Burson. You can read more about the lives of the people featured in this video on Legacy.com. You can also follow Legacy.com on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube to stay up to date on national news deaths and reactions.